Randy, I'm sure these pictures have brought back a few memories, and it gives your friends a glimpse into the life you brought into our home while you were growing up. And as I was preparing what I would like to say to you, I listed a number of character traits that I've seen developed in you over the years, along with experiences that have contributed to developing you into the man that you are today. For instance, your high school experience in Bonn, Germany provided not only a good American education, but did so in the context of a mix of cultures that included students whose diplomatic parents were representing the governments of dozens of countries. This provided you with a glimpse of the world as it is, and I believe has contributed strongly to your realistic view of the world. Then your years in the Air Force, with 3.5 years in England, another international setting, gave you confidence in your leadership abilities and the experience of working under pressure. Perseverance has been a characteristic since childhood, sometimes to the frustration of your family, but you have learned to channel this important trait in such a way that you did well in completing your business degree following your brief Air Force career. You rose in responsibility during your career at LPL Financial. Your love for the church was preserved even through a very difficult and frustrating period, and most recently, of course, in successfully completing your seminary education while active in family and ministry. Finally, you seem always to have been a risk taker, not necessarily in a careless or naive sense, but especially in adulthood, rather as a Christ follower who continues to take steps requiring a confident and bold faith in the God who has called you into His service. You know we love you and are proud of you, and we continue to pray as you step out in this new venture and adventure of faith.
Now it's my turn, Randy. So who is this Randy? This Randall, or in moments when I want you here right now, this Randall John. You were last in line of our children, but you were never last in line for anything in your life. From your very earliest days, you were always leading somewhere, someone, sometime, often to the chagrin of your siblings. Many of the pictures show you with a smile, and that was a smile that was always confident, and frequently it was a smile of triumph. The path of our family wasn't always easy or smooth. In addition to 6 geographical moves, both within the United States, Canada, and then Europe, we faced tragedy together. And you needed to find your place in a family of very strong-willed people. You grew up fast as you watched your brother die, as you moved to college, the military, then back to university, without the physical presence of your parents. Most important, we saw you mature from a grandson and son of strong believers, a situation that makes or breaks many young Christians, to a man who was fulfilling the goal that we had for each of our children, which was that you would each become independently dependent on Jesus Christ. Something that's been personally satisfying to me has been to watch you grow from a Christian who often had the attitude of, it's got to be this way or no way, to one who listens to the whispers of the Holy Spirit, who frequently says in your life and in mine, have you ever considered that there might be another interpretation or another opinion? Your core beliefs have only grown stronger, but you've softened around the edges of your faith so that you can hear not only the voice of that Holy Spirit, but the voice of crying, needy, hungry people. And so now it's on to another step in your faith journey. Where and when? Well, those answers aren't there yet. But there is one thing that is clear, and it's best said by the Apostle Paul. Faithful is He who is calling you, Randy, to Himself, and who is utterly trustworthy, and He will also fulfill His call by hallowing and keeping you. We love you, Randy.